Good evening and happy Lunar Eclipse Blood Moon 3-3 energy. And if you happen to be watching this as a video, I'll timestamp when we begin, but you'll tap into the same power no matter when you're doing this. So if you want to do this next month and you want to reconnect with these very powerful and intense energies, by all means come back. So I'll briefly describe like what's going on energetically, what this transmission is about, and just have at it. And hopefully we're drinking a lot of water. I know I am. Lemon water to be precise. And while a lot of people are getting their notification, let me just say my hellos. Oh, and by the way, I apologize that Heather couldn't join us this evening. That was the original plan, but something came up. So it's just me. But anyway, here we are. And hello, Donna and Betsy. Welcome, Doreen, Suzette. Hi, Linda. Chris is in. Yay, Chris. Hi, Mary. Hi, Laura. Let's spirit guide. Sorry. And Josh's universe is in. Awesome. Kaisha or Keisha. And who else? Karen, if I missed you. All right. So you've had, I know, hello, Marina. I think you're new. Bubble, Bree, Jason, welcome everybody. And if I missed you, it's just that I missed you. Hey, Scotty boy, welcome. All right. So I don't need my glasses right now. And so Mercury's retrograde, right? So that's an inward energy that puts our mind, because Mercury is like the mind and movement, more internal. A blood moon, there's symbology like blood, bleeding. It's almost like a menstrual thing, like shedding the layer, so to speak. And eclipses involve shadows and light, so there's a lot of shadow energy, and just the way everything's lining up. And it's right on 3-3, which is a powerful portal of expansion, success. All full moons are really good for manifestation, but this one's especially good for purging. And by the way, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, was it last night? I can't remember. Well, we did a live stream on the main things to know about this full moon eclipse, and the effects are going to carry through the lunar cycle. So the effects are going to carry into the entire lunar cycle, and it's very powerful stuff. So let me gather my thoughts for a second. I want to explain a couple of things about this energy and what we're going to do, as more and more people are finding us. So I just peeked, and there's 33 on the chat. It's 3-3. And because this is a big ascension portal. Like we've been, the last few years, the energy's been getting stronger and stronger, right? There's a few, I don't want to say external reasons, but reasons that are part of us, but they show up on the outside. One is that we've been in solar maximum. Now we're starting the descending phase. So the energy is very high from the sun. Think about 2014. That was the year I didn't sleep. And I didn't realize that, we were in like a solar maximum in the descending phase. I was having so much Kundalini activation. So that's part of the cycle. But also humanity's is evolving, so we are ascending. So these ascension cycles are going to get stronger. And I do believe, and I have nothing to prove this, by the way, so it's more faith-based, or what I feel I'm getting from spirit. But the solar system is moving through space, where we're all rotating around galactic center, right? And as we move through space, there are areas of space that have more photonic radiation, like a higher plasma density, which is, kind of not a joke, but, the plasma density and ionic density is extremely low in interstellar space to begin with. Point being is there's areas of higher energy that we transit through, and and when that happens, humanity goes through its changes based on that. Then there's energy where the energy is a little lower and the energies can settle. Just like waves coming in the ocean, there's crest, then the wave pulls back, there's a trough, then there's another crest. So I think everything is cresting, and it's all divine timing that humanity is undergoing an ascension. So we're right at the door, like going from old earth to new earth, but we just cannot take this baggage of old earth. It's not resonant with these new energies, so we have to leave it at the door. So if you want to step through the portal and undergo ascension, we have to clear the shadow. So one of the things that we're going to do in this transmission is create the right vibrational qualities to assist in that process of like as the energies go through us, it helps to dislodge some of this old stuck energy that may have been hanging around you for lifetimes as part of the collective, or maybe specific to this lifetime. But the traumas that we have in this lifetime are reflective of past life issues also, because it's all times happening now, so it's not really past. Oh, why is my mouth so dry? Well, I've been doing readings the last 4 hours, plus I shot a video. All right, that's why I've been talking a lot. So in any event, so we are in the threshold of coming to a new level. So we have to purge the old. So I recommend doing the shadow integration work. But this transmission is going to help to vibrationally help to help to dislodge some of the stuck energy, so that you can leave it at the door, basically. So we don't want to take any of that old baggage. And in your own spiritual work, practice presence, work with the heart, as we always say. If you can be present in the now, if you're vibrating just in this now moment and connecting with the quantum field, you've already cleared the baggage in that moment. So what you want to do is make this more of a permanent thing, I guess. So anyway, that's basically it. If anybody is new to our group and our channeling, I work with a group called the Master Teachers. It's sort of a blending of consciousness or energy. So they are basically beings of light, interdimensional beings that exist within the collective field. So they're basically part of my higher self, truth be told, but part of yours also, if you're drawn to this work. But they do identify themselves that they are beings of light. They're part of the collective fields, but they're also, they have a certain functionality within the collective fields, and their job is to raise the frequency. So they come through me to help raise the frequencies. In higher frequencies is just a higher wavelength of energy, right? Energy moves in waves. High frequencies, shorter wavelengths. So it's partly a physics term, but it's also kind of been coined in the ascension world as more ascended energies, if that makes sense. So when the frequencies are higher, they have a different effect on our consciousness, on our energetic bodies and our physiologies, that helps to awaken dormant gifts, helps us to ascend, and so forth. So the idea is, as we're doing this, to try to stay present in the meditation. As I work, they talk through me. So sometimes they're talking about things that are going on, or philosophy, or ascension, but that's part of the work. So just try to stay present and absorb what's useful from that. But periodically, we're going to be saying, and we're raising the frequencies, and that's for you to know that we're working with you, working with your higher self, working with your energetic fields, and connecting with you that way, in order to help to increase the velocity as well as raise the frequencies of energy flowing through you. And by doing that, that's going to help to clear some of these old stuck energies, these shadows, and follow that up by doing a lot of shadow integration work this week. So that's basically how it works. That's how it's done. It feels like this isn't going to take that long tonight, so it's probably going to be short and sweet, like me, and but powerful. And that's the name of the game. So let's just get nice and relaxed, and I'll just put my glass on just to skim through the comments. Yeah, okay. Looks like we have all the, well, not all the good people. A lot of the good. Yvonne, hi. If I didn't say hi to you earlier, we're very good. 411. It shows 46 on the chat, so that's, for transmission, that's about our average. 50s, is our average. So all good. And all right, let's just get nice and relaxed. So I'll do a little long, deep breathing to warm up to this transmission, inhaling love and light. drawing that into your lungs. Feel the expansion with your inhale, circulating that around. Then on the exhale, release any stuck or clogged energies. Consciously set the intention. But you also want to relax. So as you're inhaling, relax, love light, higher energy, circulating that around, exhaling, releasing, feeling your shoulders relaxing, letting go. So we want to lose the weight on our shoulders. We want to lighten our loads, lighten the baggage. And we hold a lot of tension in our shoulders. Well, at least I do, but I think that's pretty much a human trait. And then feel your chin and cheeks relaxing, especially the chin. So you can focus on the shoulders, relax, let go, relax the chin, and then the forehead. That we do a lot with the power to 3 around here, and there's a good reason for that. So these 3 principal points of tension, once they're fully relaxed, the tension tends to dissolve off the rest of the body. Everything tends to relax. You just feel shoulders relax, chin relax, and cheeks, forehead, temples relax. And you can let your scalp relax, your head, your body, your arms, everything just letting go. And be aware of your breath. Be aware of your body. And be aware of the flow. In other words, chi, prana. We're always flow. There's always energy moving through us. But most people are caught up in their internal dialogue, so that cuts us off from spirit and the subtle energy forces. And once you start to quiet that, you start to feel that more. And then once you start to feel it, you can work with it with your breath and intention to increase it. And the flow wants to clear all the traumas and dramas. It's just nature wants to do this for us. We need to learn how to get out of the way and let spirit, God, do its magic with us and for us. It really is that simple, but we're so complicated. We have so many layers of programming, conditioning, stuck energy, traumas and dramas that we forget who we are. We forget that we're connected to Great Source. So once we are able to let all that go and just let the flow go through us, it's going to heal disease. It's going to heal tensions. It's going to allow you to understand who you are as spirit and energy and what your divine purpose is and why you're trapped in a physical human body in the first place. I don't see it as a punishment or a prison, but I understand that perspective. I see it more as a classroom. But karma can be a prison, but there is a key, there is a get out of jail, key, a get out of jail free. There is a way to solve that. And it starts with just presence, opening the heart and feeling the resonance of the heart expanding through your body, your aura, blending with your brain, connecting with your entire energetic field and feeling your heart expanding out into infinity. We are the master teachers. We are working with you. We are working for you. We are raising the frequencies with you and for you at this time, in this special time of the blood moon, the canal, as it were. And we know in your world and in your species, there is a lot going on, a lot of battles, a lot of bloodshed, but it's through the battle, just like in the Bhagavad Gita, that the enlightenment and the communication with the divine happens on a battlefield. Is that not ironic? And you find that in the Bible too, Sodom and Gomorrah, all that kind of stuff. But what is battle? What is war? Is it not a reflection of the internal battle? The internal simplified good versus evil, as it were? The body, the flesh at odds with the spirit? And how do you win the battle? You integrate. It's not about one side beating the other, it's one side integrating the other. So the bad, the evil, the destructive, the negative, it's a force. It can be a creative force under the right balance and under the right direction. So we mention this because it's time to ascend from dualistic thought and thinking. That stems from the separation from spirit. It's just part of your evolution. It's not bad nor good. It just is. It's part of the process. When you, as humans, stop demonizing things or seeing things as bad or good or placing those labels, then you start to understand the bigger picture, the holistic picture, and the reason that so many in your world are suffering. But guess what? When you step out of the physical body, you step out of the suffering. It's like it never even happened. And your life, your physical life's a blink of the eye in cosmic time. So this is where you separate feeling sorry for those that are suffering, those that are being drowned by the wars, the conflicts, the natural disasters, for compassion, to want to help to ease the suffering. For the pity is separating, whereas compassion is integrating, and there's an understanding, there's a truth that is known. So have compassion for your brothers and sisters, dear ones. They are going through a lot, as we are sure, so are you. But connect with the heart. When you have compassion, you open up the vessel, the portal of healing, to help those who are suffering, to ease their transitions, heal their diseases, and so forth and so on. So in this 3-3 portal, as the channel explained, certain numerological qualities have certain energies or frequencies that give you clues as to what's going on within the energetic field. So every year you have the date in your Julian calendars or Gregorian calendars or whatever of March the 3rd or 3-3. And 3-3, 33 is a sacred number. It is about evolution. It's climbing the ladder, so to speak. Jacob's ladder. We do not know this because we draw on the channel's knowledge base, but perhaps there are 33 steps in Jacob's ladder. Perhaps there were 33 vertebrae when you were born, but they fuse and become 24 if you're the average human. With 33 steps in initiation in some of the ancient paths that have gotten distorted and demonized to some degree. But it all comes from spirit, source, or God. But the main event is this very powerful Virgo in the very tippy end of the sign of the constellation Leo, of the sign Virgo. And more, we are, just as AI searches for information, so does SI, spiritual intelligence. We're finding that no, it's pretty much in the middle of the constellation Leo, the line, that which overcomes the lower nature and rises above, but in the sign in tropical astrology of Virgo, the healer. So as we do our light language transmission and simply raising the energy, stay present. That way, we are a collective of many, many beings, and some of our beings are working with your beings, your spirit guides and ascended ones, so that you may be part of this work, that we may be able to access your energetic fields, to raise the frequencies, increase the flows, increase the power, and create the right resonance to aid and abet in clearing and integrating the old shadows and lightening the baggage, so you can step through the portal of ascension, through the initiation, to discover who you truly are and why you're truly here. So just relax, open, breathe. Feel your heart open. Feel as if the heart portal expands through your entire body, blends with the brain, blends with spirit. And hold the energy, hold your space. Io de te amo. Ya Akoda tia da maya ya de sia ya de popo ya ni de Yada hea so kwatsu bide shria la madalala yo 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 and as you are flowing through this portal energy, feel the sensation of traveling movement, and the farther you go, the more that gets released. Remember, dears, integrating the shadows is how you release the uncomfortable parts of them, not the shadows themselves. Integration. Feel the heart as the great integrator, shining the light on the shadows. When you shine the light on the shadow gets integrated into the light. Try it. Get a bright flashlight. Shine on your shadow. See that shadow disappear. Funny how that works. Yes, we are raising the frequencies very high. Just relax, breathe, stay open. You are the portal. You are the 3-3 portal. And as you work with these energies, what is happening, you're not just assisting yourself in clearing the old shadows, drama, stories, and baggage, but you're assisting the collective. You're assisting humanity. And beyond, you're part of a interstellar network of beings of light, extraterrestrial beings and intelligences, and so forth. So you are doing this work. You're setting the energetic fields so that others will follow and take advantage of this cleansing and clearing portal, so that your higher light and brighter light will shine through any darkness wrought upon you through the collective programming, collective belief system, and the diminishment of power that is part of this chapter of your story of ascension. Not bad, not good, just is. Raising the frequencies, feeling like moving through time and space. So you begin to arrive at a beautiful, brilliant light at the end of the tunnel of transformation. our toning transmission, our interdimensional frequencies and patterns through voice transmission. Your DNA, your higher self, assimilates and utilizes for the intended purpose. Raising, expanding our frequency, yes, getting larger, greater, more present, more aware of that which exists beyond our 3D little cages that we live in, energetically speaking, of course. Exploding the walls off the limitations, finding that oneness with divine source. Coming closer and closer to the light, feeling layers upon layer, purging, being ripped off, feeling lighter. Much of the baggage and others' baggage, not yours. Maybe your mother's, or father's, or lovers, or friend. But they become yours. Maybe some of your baggage is others wishing to manipulate you, courting you energetically, as it were. Well, that can go now. That's not yours. Even the shadows aren't yours. They're just experiences. Don't own them. Transcend them through integration, acceptance, and love. Love has the power to diminish and transcend hate, fear, anger, and all obstruction and blockage. And start to feel that you're moving closer and closer to the light, feeling, sensing, and knowing intrinsically layers, programming of shadows are being stripped away, just like when the sun explodes, launches a coronal mass ejection to the earth. The earth's magnetic field elongates like it has a big old tail, because this energy helps to cleanse and clear the fields, magnetic, electrical magnetic fields around your earth, around the earth's aura. The earth and the sun are always communicating. They're part of the same system, the solar system. The sun shifts, the earth shifts. The sun quiets down, the earth starts to settle and integrate. You're in constant communication, in fact, part of the same whole. And you are part of the earth and part of the sun and part of the cosmos. All a divine dance of life and light. All happens in waves, cycles, Hubble helix, sacred geometry, short cycles, long cycles. And that's how energy moves. That's how your reality flows. That's how your life evolves. We are raising the frequencies, starting to feel now that you have cleared as much as can be cleared at this time. Now it's time to integrate into this portal, into this new light, which is the old light, and feel that you're one with this divine light of expansion, ascension, and growth. And feel this light, blend with it, be one with it. It is you, your universe, illuminated, the highest frequency of love. We will complete this transmission silently, raising the frequencies. Feel the light within you, around you, and flowing through you. Your heart blends with the light blends with your heart expands into the light, becoming one, integrated, plugged in to the SI, spiritual intelligence, and to the source of all knowledge, wisdom, energy, and experience. Grounding the energy now. So allow the energy to start, the flows to start to come back to more, we'll say, normal, if that's even applies. Letting it slow down, feeling your energy starting to work their way down your body, cleansing and clearing into your root center, into your legs and feet, especially if you're flat-footed on the floor. If not, just let the energy be pulled by the center of the earth, the magnetic core of the earth. So pull the energy through you now. That'll ground you. It'll bring higher frequencies, divine universal energy through you to clear anything that's obstructing, anything, anything else that needs to be cleared. Any excess energy from this transmission. Just feel that light just being pulled through you by the magnetic core of the planet, pulling the energy from above, from the universal center, through the heart center, by the earth center. Lots of centers, lots of hearts. Knowing that your heart and the earth's heart and the universal heart are indeed one. And as that's happening and starting to maybe slow down, visualize roots extending from your root, although extending from above through your center line and then coming out of your root chakra, through your legs, through your feet, your earth star chakra, and letting those roots spread downwards and outwards in all directions, getting you firmly grounded in the earth field. Starting to feel or reconnect with your body now. Inhaling from the earth, exhaling, releasing back to the earth. At the base of your auric fields, your luminous egg that surrounds your body, visualize a little tailpipe open, and any excess energy or static charges from this transmission can just flow out of that tailpipe and out of your energetic fields. So we don't want the excess byproduct energy. We want the real meat of this transmission to really start to internalize and start to work through your body and through your various bodies and energetic fields to start to create the changes that we're initiating this transmission. So when you start to feel like it, deepen your breath, maybe wiggle your toes and fingers a little bit and open your eyes. And yeah, the next couple of weeks, I have a whole playlist on shadow integration work. I have one video that I especially recommend that's 5 exercises in shadow work. I think 2 or 3 of them are original and others are tried and true. So things that have worked for me in my quest to clear all the shadows, which it's a process. I think I'm almost there. But again, the more we can clear, the more we're going to ascend and blend with this energy, this portal, and into this growth and expansion that we're in. So anyways, let me know how you guys are doing. Oh, thank you for the super sticker. Very, very grateful. Anybody that popped in late, just go back to the beginning. You know the drill, has the same power. Thank you, Suzette, for helping us and helping the channel. Whistling. I didn't was I whistling? I don't even realize it. And then thank you, Brooks. That's powerful and sounds great. So something I said sounds great. Okay. And you're welcome, Millie, and everybody else. All right. Oh, thank you for the haircut. I cut it myself. Have scissors, will cut. On Sunday. Thank you, AE Communication Thread. Welcome. Again, anybody that I'm hey, Nancy, mostly regulars, 44 in chat. Now there's 49. So a few people jumped on late. So I'm going to end and go back to the beginning. This was a really powerful work that we did. And I think it's going to help a lot. Now, stuff may come out. This blood moon is very emotional. The sun's in Pisces, even though the moon's in Cancer. The Neptune is right on the world axis, conjunct Saturn. Very emotional energy. Don't be surprised if you have spontaneous crying, especially doing this transmission, but it's all part of the purging process. And it's all connected. It's more with our higher senses, our higher emotions, and our higher realities. So anyway, on that note, I think we're going to end. Yeah, we've been on about 40 minutes. Like I said, it wasn't... cord cutting was a great addition. Thank you. That was Betsy. Go right back to replay. Okay, Colleen, enjoy it. And happy birthday to your dad. And you have lots of prayers, healing prayers for Chris, who's going through some health stuff now. So I won't elaborate on that because that's your private business. We'll send Chris a lot of love and healing now, and anybody else that needs it. That could be part of the purging. Is like sometimes the physical symptoms show up. Keep doing the work, and you'll work through it and transcend it. So love to you all. Yes. Okay. All right. Ending now. Be well and love to you also, Victor of Truth Wave. Beautiful twice a day meditation on one Truth Wave channel. You guys, a lot of you go there. So good. Keep up the good work. And Josh's Universe also. He does great work, and I like to shout you guys out because we're all part of the same community. We do our own thing, but we're all doing the same thing, right? At the end of the day. And thank you, Claire, for being here. And again, anybody else that I missed, thank you so very much. Healing love to all. This is a real heal. It's a Virgo eclipse, and the eclipse goes very deep. So it's about deep healing, ancestral healing, cultural, in your own family. Well, I guess that's ancestral, personal healing, all that kind of stuff. Very good. Oh, good for you. Dancing is a great thing. I may dance, or I think I'm going to do yoga because when I work out, I do a half hour of pretty active dancing, and then I do my other stuff. So dancing, rhythm, timing, flow, just like the universe. Dance. You won't grow old if you keep dancing, right? So keep it up. So yeah, dancing through these. Yeah, very good. Yes. All right. I am ending for real. Love you guys, and we will see you next time. I think next live is going to be tarot time on Sunday. And we have the whole. Oh, I have a video coming out tomorrow. I think it'll be at 12:12. Gonna have to edit it and update it. This will be on some of the inner workings of the Iran conflict and what that means energetically with our ascension, as well as what I think about the World War III agenda. So that's like a 20-minute video. So it'll be up tomorrow. And then the whole March forecast is up. That was 2 days ago. The upload version, not the we did the long live version. What last? I don't know when we did it. Saturday was it or Sunday? So this is the 20-minute version. Anyway, all right, guys. Aloha to everybody. Big aloha to you.